It finally happened. Tales of Arcadia, Trollhunters Rise of the Titans finally released this day, and a small trailer, which doesn't have a lot, but if you look into the small details, you can see. So I'm going to go over some of the photos that I saw and some of the like little things I put together, but I'm probably just going to be rambling on, and if you don't stick around, I completely understand because I just got a little too excited. Anyways, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first photo is this. Technically, there was a part where the ground was falling in on like a soccer field, but you know, what I can really analyze about that is that it does not look like it's in Arcadia because those trees do not look like Arcadia trees. Anyways, so this is the photo that we're going to start off with, and that is Jim and Claire, and they're like standing in front of a wall of water, which I think is their view of what this is. And then that's the next photo we're going to talk about, and this is huge beast, which I think would be our Titans that we've been waiting for. They look pretty big and look like they mean business, so I'm going to guess those are the Titans that we were waiting for, and that's pretty much that. And those, let's go ahead and jump to the next photo. Alright, so this one is the next photo. Now, the reason I wanted to do this one is because this was also the first part, like this clip was in the trailer of the first Trollhunters Season 1 trailer. So I feel like it's either showing them trying to go back to their normal life after the wizards, or kind of just like maybe a recap we might see. I don't know, but that's that. Okay, can we talk about this? This must be the new troll market that they go to in New Jersey. It is absolutely beautiful. Like, I love I'm going to zoom in real fast. I love the bridge that kind of looks like, I don't know, it kind of looks like something from Japan or Tokyo, I don't know. But I love it so much. And, like, it looks so beautiful. And if it's not the one in New Jersey, it might be just another troll market that they go to. Which, I mean, there's got to be more than one troll market. I can only imagine. Right? I don't know. But anyways, so that's what I believe that is. I think it's a new troll market in New Jersey. It is so beautiful and I love it. When I saw this part, I screamed. It's Jim's new armor, which looks like Arcadian. If you can tell me that that is not Arcadian tech, I don't know. I mean, you can tell me, but you're gonna be wrong. Like, look at it. Look at the shoulder piece, the kneecaps. Oh my gosh, I loved it. It's so beautiful, and I've waited for this forever. Well, since August, but still, that is a long time for me. Anyways, it's so beautiful looking, and I love it so much. Although, I gotta be honest, I was kind of hoping for like a different color, but you know, blue is kind of Jim's color. I was really hoping for like maybe green and gold to match Excalibur. Which I didn't even see Excalibur in the trailer. I was all worried about, oh, who's going to pull Excalibur? Excalibur might not even have, like, it might not even matter to the whole trailer. And I was also worried about it. But, yeah, so, Jim's new armor is absolutely gorgeous. I love it so much. Alright, this one is kind of, like, dark. Sorry, the photo is dark. I tried, like, 8 times to get a clear screenshot of it, but, Barotis Vex just kept getting blurry because he was like jumping in last moment. So, you know what? Sorry. But anyways, so I zoomed on this one. This Claire looks awesome and ready to fight, but she also looks kind of beat up and like dirty. So I don't know if this is going to be like the end battle. Krell's there though, so that's awesome. Maybe he'll actually have a part. I kind of felt bad for him in Wizards. He kind of felt like just thrown in there. But I see why now he was thrown in there at the end. It was to show that the Arcadian tech and magic would work well together, which I could only assume to prove that why Jim would get a new set of armor, which I don't know if it's an amulet yet, but he does have armor, which I'm super excited about. Also, we're going to, jump back to that photo with Jim. I'm just going to keep going back to this, but I zoomed in on his face and he looked really beat up. So I wonder if he got injured, and then they're like, okay, we got to get something to help Jim. So then they made him the new amulet. Hopefully it's the amulet. That'd be awesome. But then they made him armor because like everyone else has something and Jim doesn't. So I feel like they had to give him something. Alright, this next photo, it looks like they're all at a cliff. I'll reference this photo again later after I check out one of the promo photos that was released, because there's some things I caught. A lot of things actually I caught. But anyways, so we're just going to go ahead and I'll come back to it later. But anyways, yeah, so this is that. that little orb thing that Juice is holding, I think that's like the time map, like the time thing that was inside the castle. You know what I'm talking about in Wizards? You know, that little orb thing? I don't know what's called. Sorry, I know it sounds like a noob, but I seriously, I don't even know it was given a name. It was like the time thing, though. The time thing. That. Yeah, I think that's what that is. So I hope I'm right, though. But, so, yeah. I'm going to reference this though because there's a lot that I saw on the promo photo that leads back to this, because there's two different, I don't know. There's, okay, I'll just show, you'll see. This beautiful picture had the release date on the top, and then also I think it's just the back side of them looking from the previous photo, which is also, I'm referencing that again because there's a lot to reference with this photo. This photo has a lot to go with. Alrighty, so those are all the trailer photos that we went through. So now there's some promo photos that came out that I want to talk about for sure. And then I'll try to analyze a little bit more what to expect in the show. Look at this power duo right here. Juice and Claire together, looking like they're about to fight. In the back, there's like that orange spire thing. And I cannot tell if this is New York City or Arcadia, which I think maybe it might be Arcadia. I feel like, I know they go to New York City because, there's another promo video that I couldn't record. Yeah, it was too short anyways. I know they go to New York City because there was a promo video that showed Arg stopping like a bus or train, and they were in New York City. I thought that was Tokyo, but the language on the signs and stuff was not written in Japanese. So it was in English, so I'm guessing that is either, it could be New Jersey though, if they go to New Jersey's Churro Market, but it looked like New York City. Alright, so this photo where Jim is holding a Raider is amazing. It looks like he's ready to fight. The background behind him looks a little beat up, so I don't know what went down like beforehand, but it looks like he's ready to fight. I'm thinking maybe he was with Krell or Aja, and one of them gets hurt and then he dropped their Raider, so he picks it up and uses it instead, which I think would be such an awesome scene. Sure. Anyway, so that's what I think Jim is. I think that Jim is probably with Krell, I'm guessing, and Krell like gets injured or something, or like falls down, so Jim picks up this Raider and uses it. Later we see that when he gets his new armor, he won't be needing the Raider, so I don't know if he'll either get a sword, or maybe he will still use the Raider, or maybe he'll pull Excalibur. I'm still going back to Excalibur, people. I need this in my life. I need Jim to pull Excalibur. Anyways, so yeah, so I think that, I don't think it'll be a forever thing. I think it was just a one-time thing where he used this Raider, because if he takes this Raider, if he takes this Raider, though, Krell could pull Excalibur, which I've heard lots of comments about. But, anyways, so that's what I think about that. Anyways, I'm not going to go into too much detail about who's going to pull Excalibur. I have a whole video about that you can watch. I'm not worried about it this time. Right now, we're talking about the trailer and what to expect. Oh, look at that face. That is a face of victory. Now, I watched the trailer, I looked at the photos, I zoomed in, I could never find Nari. So I'm thinking that the Arcane Order, they succeed and they get Nari, so then they can get the seals. And I think that's what will bring the Titans, and that's why Juice goes back to his friends. Like, why would he go back if, like, he was protecting Nari? So I think that's why he goes back to Jim and Claire and the others, and then that's when they all work together. That's my theory what's going to happen. Like, I think that at the beginning, Nari is going to get captured by them. Juice will fail. He'll go to Jim and Claire and stuff, and voila, you know, beginning of the story. Alright, so this was the photo I was talking about. We're going to reference back to that other photo. Anyways, so this just looks like a regular photo though, but there's a lot to notice in this photo that will change the storyline for sure. First, let's see who's here. We have Juice, which should have been in New York City with Nari, but is not, so now he's with them. And who's not here? Nari, which she should have been close to at least them if she's in danger. So that's why I think that she gets captured by the Arcane Order, and then they get the seals. Who else is here? We have Aja, and she looks different from the last time we've seen her, for sure. Like, look at her. She looks like a queen, and she has, like, long hair now. Beautiful. Anyways, though, so Aja's here now. She wasn't in Wizards. She was mentioned once when Steve was calling her, but for sure, that's what happened. And then, also, Steve isn't here, and I don't see him at all through the whole trailer, which is kind of concerning. What happened to Steve? Also, this is a small little bit. You have to pay attention to the small details to get the storyline. Anyways, if you zoom in on Jim's hand, it is wrapped up. So I think that he gets to go see his mom. She is a doctor, so she'll probably take care of him. But I hope we get to see the reunion of Jim seeing his mother again. Please, fingers crossed. Anyways, Claire, her purple eyes, which she has purple eyes when she's using her power, very strong. Very strong. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but when she's using her power a lot. And Toby's with them too, so I hope I get to see some Jim and Toby exchanges because they're my favorite, like, friendship duo. So, back to Jim's hand wrapped up. We can see it wrapped up in this photo right here as well. But in this photo, Wings holding Strader is not wrapped up. Which means, I'm assuming this part will come first. Mainly because when Jim has his armor, his face is still scratched up and beat up. So I feel like Jim will get his armor at the end. So I feel like this will take place first. Then the serrator part, because I mean, he'll probably unwrap his hand. And then he'll get his armor. That's my theory. I feel like all my theories have just worry about Jim. But, you know. Anyways, so yeah, I feel like that's the photo that you can learn the most about the show in. Because you can see Aja, she's here. You have Deuce, you have Claire, you have Jim, and then you also have Toby. And now Jim, his hands hurt. But, you know, yeah. Anyways, that is going to sum up my video. Thanks for staying around and hearing me just ramble on about the photos and stuff. I'm just still so very excited about the show coming out. So, yeah. But if you guys have any questions or theories that you have about the new trailer, make sure to throw them down in my comments below. I'm still going to post a video on Thursday going over some questions about Trollhunters I got through my comments. So, if you have any trailer questions, Rise of the Titans questions, or anything like that, just throw them in the comments below, and then I will go over them also in that video. So, thank you for watching, and have a great day, guys. Keep it crispy.